if you really want to grow on your spiritual journey, this is what you have to do. And most people never really come to this realization, or they never come to this information, and this leads them to actually going on doing techniques after techniques after techniques. So the first thing you have to understand, and before you do that, please make sure you're subscribing and you're liking the video, because I'm going to drop a lot of important knowledge for y'all. So what you need to understand is that there is a certain way that reality works. And once you understand the fundamentals of how reality works, then everything will change. So when most people come to the understanding or awareness of what we call spirituality and the concepts within it, precisely I'm talking about the metaphysics sides of spirituality, you will realize that we have the power to actually influence the kind of realities that we get to experience. So many people, the thing that they do is that they start making spirituality all about manifesting. So they want to manifest this and that, this and that. And I'm not saying that manifesting is bad. Manifesting is good, and it's actually one of the most motivating reasons why people come into spirituality. But if you get caught up in this illusion or this idea that you have to learn to manifest so that you can manifest the things you don't already have, this is whereby you find people getting conned with all these spirituality manifestation coaches out here, because they're only seeking the illusion. So true spirituality is this, and I'm not saying that manifesting is bad. Actually, manifesting is one of the confines of spirituality, and there is no reason for you to have this knowledge if you can't learn to manifest anyway. But it's not always about manifesting, because before you can manifest, you need to learn this one thing, and that is what I'll be tackling in this video. So like I said, there is how reality works. There are the fundamentals of how reality works. And this is how it simply works, because everything is energy. Everything is energy. So it is energies that become manifested and seen as physical. For example, this physical human body that I have is not who I am. This is just a physical manifestation of God, because everyone is a physical manifestation of God. It's just God experiencing itself. It's the universe experiencing itself. Okay? So everything is energy. So everything which you create is just based on what? On energy. Now, in order for you to create, or for you to step into a reality that you want, because I believe that everything is already created. The reason why you are experiencing this and not what you want is because of your own frequency, of your own energy. Okay, so in order for you to develop or move into the energy or the frequency of a desired reality, you have to understand that that energy is internal, and what you experience internal with time, because we live in the 3D world, the physical world, and in the physical world things have to take time to get formed. With the time, what you experience internally, your vibration internally, in terms of the emotions you feel, the thoughts that you have, and the actions that you take, and the beliefs that you have, these are what constitute of your internal frequency. Those things, they accumulate over time, and then you start manifesting small bits, sometimes large, but you start manifesting what is internally within. So what you have got to do to catapult your spiritual growth is to do what? Is to learn to detach from the physical world. This is not easy as it sounds, because all our lives we have derived validation from what we see externally. So for example, if you look at the external world and you see that you don't have material possessions, you categorize yourself as poor. What you don't know is that you are not poor. It's just that your current energetic state is that of lack. No one is poor, no one is lack, no one is absolutely rich. We are all, they are all infinite possible realities. The reason why we derive that idea of lack is because we identify with what we see, what we touch, what we taste, what we smell. So you have got to detach from the physical world. So what do I mean by detaching from the physical world? This means that you should not derive, you should not look at what you have externally and derive that and decide that that is your current state. Remember, what you have externally is just a reflection of your internal state. And your internal state is not fixated. It's not fixed. It's something which you can change. It is changeable, okay? It is malleable, all right? And that's why we say the art of spiritual growth or manifestation is simply the art of transmutation of energy. So if you can learn to transmute your energy, to change it from another state to another state, then you can change your reality from state to state. So you have to detach from the physical world, meaning that don't decide or don't claim that this is what you are based on what you have currently. So stop deriving your ideas from what is happening right now. Realize that what is happening currently is just your previous energetic state, and in the present moment, in the now, you can start altering your own energetic state right this moment. And once you start doing that, that is when true change begins to happen. So remember that every present moment comes with an opportunity for change, comes with an opportunity to take you into your desired reality. Okay, so stop deriving your sense of self from what is happening external. So what do you do with the external world? You just observe it, but don't derive your sense of self from what is already manifested. Remember, manifestation is always happening. You are always stepping into different realities. Take me for example. 2 years ago, if you would have asked me if I would be in this path, I will not tell you. But the reason why I'm in this path is because I was leaning into the present moment for me to choose, or for me to be able to know where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, all that and all that. So the result of you detaching from your reality is this: when things happen externally, they don't trigger you emotionally. So if you are attached to your external world, you will realize that when things happen or things manifest in the ways you did not want them to, there are emotional consequences. Meaning that when you let's say you're in a relationship and you valued that relationship so much, like you had placed that relationship on a pedestal, what happens is when something shows any signs of separation or that relationship coming to an end, if you had really valued it, then all your attempts, all your emotional attempts will be to try and avoid that. You'll experience fear, you'll experience the negative emotions because you had become attached to the external world. You've become attached to that person. So how to realize you're attached? Simply because view the external world and try to ask yourself, is this, if this small thing or if this particular thing were to change, would I still feel the same? And if the answer is no, that means that you are still attached to your external world, and what you need to do is to go deep within. And to go deep within is none other than moving into the present moment or realizing the art of letting go. Okay? So the moment you are at a state whereby the external world is allowed to be as it is without you having to try and make it the way you want it to be. It's like you just allow the world and everything in it to be as it be without you trying to change it, without you trying to influence. The moment you do that, you are actually harmonizing yourself to the powers of creation. You are actually leaning within. You are actually entering a new dimension. You are actually entering a new realm. And that is the realm of possibilities. It's called the 4D. It's the realm whereby things unfold in ways that you could never imagine, because you are now living in faith, because you're not trying to control, you're not trying to make things happen the way you want out of fear. You just let them be because you are aware, or because you know that you are the one who is causing whatever is unfolding to unfold. So the more you do that, the more you stop giving a reaction to the external world, the more you become powerful, the more nothing outside there has the power to imbalance you emotionally. And if you have emotional imbalances and then you balance yourself, that is you now tuning into a different frequency, a frequency of abundance. Think of it this way: if you are really wealthy, you losing your wealth will not really perturb you, because you know how to accumulate wealth. But if you are poor and you have money and you see money and you see the money is now like it's finishing, you feel insecure, you feel that kind of fear, because you have identified yourself with lack. So learn how to detach from the external by not giving it a reaction. So whenever something happens that you don't want to, or you did not expect to happen, observe it and watch yourself before you make any emotional reaction or become identified with what is happening. So the more you learn to observe, become the observer, not the object. Become the observer. Observe what is happening. Never become the subject. The more the more you observe without giving emotional reactions, the more you step into that reality, and the more things will start unfolding for you. So start practicing that as of now. And if this video has been of any benefit to you, please make sure that you are liking, and if it has resonated with you, subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awakened.